Okay, I'm going to show you a little more advanced editing of some of these pictures because I think that I know that some of you are going to want to do a bit more. Okay, so let's dig in. Right now, I'm working on this shoe. Now, I don't want you to forget what we're working on. So right now, wherever you're sitting, I want you to say it working. I want you to say out loud, a shoe. Bless you. Yes. All right. So let's say that right here, I wanted to put a picture, a cool picture on my shoes right here. What you can do is you know how to get to your homepage, right? And here's the graphics thing. Oops, graphics. Here we go. These two, Pics for Learning and Kids Search Images, are two good ways and safe ways to search for images. Now, there are other ways to search for images, but I'm concerned you might find something out there on the interwebs which are scary and inappropriate. So these ones purport to be safe. So I went to Kids Search. I already found a picture. Here we go. We got Cody. He's no longer a Dodger. As of this recording, he's a Yankee, but if you're a real baseball fan, your players leave. You don't get mad at them unless, they're not good people or something. But you still cheer for them, unless they're like Manny. But so here you go. Right-click, save image as. I call this one Cody. I'm just saving it again. There we go. So come back here. Now we want to insert that right into here. I want right here that scene to be in there. So insert, image, upload from computer. Make sure you keep on going back to downloads, right? And there's Cody. Now we need to put Cody right into here and make it bigger so that since I want it to be this panel right here, I want to make sure that it's covering all that. So I'm kind of sizing it. Oh, nope, it's peeking through there. There we go. Now, as I get rid of things, it'll fill the whole thing. Now, I chose a picture that I could do this, that there's a lot of border around it. If you just chose someone's face and try to put it in here, well, it wouldn't fit, right? Because if you just put someone's round face with no background, it's going to be white. And that's okay if you want that just to be white. But I wanted to fill up the frame. So let's get it right in there. Remember, you can use the arrow keys to kind of tap around and get it perfectly perfect. Okay, now, the issue is that, well, that don't look good. So the first thing we can do is we can crop out the stuff we know we can crop out, which is just the bottom. Double click. Remember, that's how we crop. And then slide this up, which I can kind of see that this is where this line is, right? There we go. Get rid of that extra stuff. I got rid of as much extra stuff as I can, but I still see things. What can I do? Well, this right here is one big grouped shape. If you want to ungroup it, you got to be careful when you ungroup it. If you want to ungroup it, you can go to right-click, ungroup. And now all these shapes are separate shapes, but you can get yourself in trouble. What does Uncle Spider-Man say? Go ahead and say it out loud. That's right. With great power comes great responsibility. So now I can select just that shape. And if I change its color, its color is its color already white? I think its color is white. If I bring it forward, so right-click, order, bring to front, look, that covered that up. That's both dope and rad. I can do the same thing over here. Click on it. See, I just got that. Right-click, order, bring to front. Click down here. I'm clicking regular click before I right-click. Right-click, order, bring to front. Look, it's covering it up. Even this little bit right here, click on it. That little bit, right-click, order, bring to front. I'm erasing it all. There we go. Or not erasing, I'm covering it. The picture's still there, I'm just covering it. Right-click, order, bring to front. That is looking pretty good. Now we have this right here. Now I already showed you that you can go in with remove background and try to erase that little by little. That's going to be problematic. I also want to show you something else that I just realized. I could have right-clicked on the picture, right-click on the picture and say order, send to back. But now it's completely covered. Well, we don't need this piece right here anymore. I can click it and tap delete. There we go. Now this picture is way in the back and there's just little things we have to erase. I showed you how to use remove background to do that, but maybe that's not going to be good enough for you. One way we can get rid of it is remember I used the example out of this. Imagine you're stacking felt, right? And it's okay for things to have a white background. So what if I just did this? What if I just drew a shape that was a rectangle, right? Like that. Made it white and turned off borders. And then sent it back. Now it's too far forward, right? So let's send it back. Oh, look, it's chewing up some of that though. Here, I don't want it covering up any of that picture there. There we go. And then order, send to back. Uh-oh, it's not there. But if I now go order, send this one to back. Look, you can't see it, but right here there's a white shape. I can change it. It makes it easier to work on temporarily. I can change it to gray and then click on it and then change it to white. But it's there, you just can't see it, which is fine. And I could do the same thing over here. Just make a little white shape right there. Make it white. Make it have no border. Send it to back. Send this one to back. Oh, that's going to mess up. Let's see. If I send this one to back, here's kind of the... Oh, no, that worked. There we go. And you can kind of see that it's there, right? But who cares? It's white. Not going to bother anyone. That's one way. Another way is to use Paint or any paint program. Okay. How are we going to get this thing to be perfectly perfect? Well, oh, look, I messed up my shoelaces because I sent things back the wrong way. Let's see. If I go here, order, send to back. There we go. Now the shoelaces are on top. Uh-oh. Look how frustrating this is. Now this thing's here. So now I got to click on this and send this to back. This can be tedious, but sooner or later with all these send to backs, you're going to get what you want. There we go. Doesn't look bad, but I still have this little bit right here that I need to get rid of. So let's just finish the show real quick. Let's just say what I just wanted here was this. I just wanted something simple, and I wanted this to be kind of a dodgery blue, and I wanted that to stay white. Maybe this is it. Maybe you want the whole should be very clean. White, 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 white. And this is just here, but I still have this problem here. Remember, the end game of all of these is that they're going to end up to be a picture. So File, Download as a JPEG, and download it. Put it in Downloads so you don't forget where it's at. Dodger Shoe, I'm going to call it. Okay, now it's on my local computer called Dodger Shoe. Keep in mind that if you are working on things and you save them, you download them to the computer at school, if you go home, it won't be in your Google Drive because it's on the computer at school. So you might need to email it to yourself or something like that. I think the easiest way to do that is just to come here, click in here, and you're going to find the program called Paint. Type Paint, and look, it pops up. Paint. Click on it. So let's open up that picture. Click on File, Open, go to Downloads. Now I got a bunch of stuff in here. Downloads should be easier for you to find than me. Click on that, and there we go. Dodger Shoe. There we go. Looking a little imperfect around here, right? We got to erase it. Well, an easy way to erase it is just to paint it white, right? So let's zero in on this place here and let's start to paint this white. So we go to magnifying glass here and just click right there. This is a very basic paint program. You might have a better paint program that you have access to. Of course, Photoshop is one of the most popular, but there's other ones that are far better than this, but this is the one we all have access to, and it's good enough. So I'm just going to use this one, but you find one you like better, use it. That's cool. So there we go. I've zoomed in. You see how I zoomed in? I clicked on the magnifying brush and just kind of zoomed in. And now let's pick a color. Now for paint, it's got color 1, color 2. That just means if I click on this, that's the color that comes up. If I click on this, right click, it comes up. So click on color 1, click on white because we want it to be white. And I want to paint. Let's see. Let's change this brush to be, this brush seems fine. I'm on white and away we go. That's going to take a long time, isn't it? Well, let's make the brush size bigger. erase. You got to be very careful. You want to make it perfectly perfect. If you make a mistake, you know what to do. You just click undo. Even this program has undo. It's right here. Undo. And redo. If you undo something and you didn't mean to undo it, you can click redo. You see, as I get to the edges, I got to be a little more precise, right? I'm being very careful. So now let's really zoom in some more. Click, go back to my pencil, and we continue to draw in white. Oh, I think I lost my brush size. There we go. There we go. I'm getting real perfect in there. Now, don't take too long on your drawings when you're in class, because I'm only giving you a very finite amount of time to get the drawings together. Because this session is a little bit about using drawings, but it's also about making a website. So once you've done that, you might want to zoom back out. I think the easiest way to zoom back out is, see this little slidey thing right here down the bottom? Can you see it? Oh, my big old head's in the way. It's right down here. It says 100% right now. And then to make it perfectly perfect, we had a little bit right here. So let's click on the magnifying glass, click, keep on zooming in, zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. That's about as good as we're going to get. Click on this. And then let's just pick up this little bit right here. And then let's go back to 100. That looks pretty good, right? Maybe a little jagged right there. You feeling like you want to be a little more picky? Perfectly perfect, perfect, perfect. Nothing wrong with that. Go back in, color in white, and just get a little, undo. Get a little more of that, little more of that. Make this all perfectly perfect if you like to be perfectly perfect. There we go. I think that looks good. And then you would just save it back, file. Oop, I clicked on the save icon. I guess that saved it, but let's just be careful. Save, I guess that's saving it. It's not going to tell you. If you want to save it someplace else, you could click on File, Save As, and then you could pick someplace else. I'm going to show you how to send a picture to yourself, because I kind of alluded to that you can do that if you want to work on things at home. So we're done with this. Close it. Email. So click on Compose and send it to yourself. Here's the Dodger pic. This is Dodger shoe. This is a bit of a cheat, I guess you could say. There's more efficient ways to do it, but this is the easiest way to do it. Attach a file. Go up here to Downloads. Dodger shoe, double click it. Uploads it, send, and look. I sent myself my picture. Now that's silly from school to send yourself a picture, but when you get home, now you can work on it at home. It's a very easy, cheesy way to get to work.